Well, life in UAE is different compared to the rest of the Middle East, and therefore when a small place has a lot of people to compete with, this is what happens, that you come across a huge amount of people unemployed or fighting for the competition. Well, nowadays a lot of the companies are opening up. There are many new projects coming up in UAE and Saudi precisely. They're investing heavily into technology zone especially. Some policies have been changed recently in Saudi, because of which a lot of people have left the place and they've been going out towards the UAE side. I believe the reason youth is finding it difficult to get the employment on time or in a good time frame of their career is because a lot of people are just doing the plain studies, and because now we are in a cutting edge technology era where everybody wants somebody special to come over and bring the new skills and new experience on board. So therefore you have to focus on yourself, on developing a specialization into something. For example, if you believe that you're a computer engineer, are you a coder? If you're a coder, which language do you code in? Are you a designer? Are you AutoCAD person? Are you somebody from 3D background? Are you into some sort of like forensics, data forensics, big data? Are you into mechanical or chemical? You have to be special about something. What happens with most of the people, they just study the theory for like, I don't know, 7 years, perhaps sometime 5 years, sometime 8 years, by the way, if you wanted to be a doctor. And you don't implement anything. So when you reach to the real field and you get your hands on, you basically kind of forgot everything what happened. Plus you don't build up the professional career acumen in you. You don't have the exposure of how the corporate environment looks like. You're not prepared for the corporate life. So I would recommend, while you're studying, dedicate some time for internships. A lot of companies are there within the Middle East and they are happy to give you internship. Some are paid. I've done a lot of unpaid internship in my time because I had nobody else to support me in what I'm trying to learn. I had a lot of technologies that I could not buy or I could not get my hands on. So the best idea is, if you're not being selected as an internee, as a paid internee, I would recommend, please go for a free internship. A lot of people would accept you, and this will give you a foot in a door. The foot in a door metaphoric is basically working in this case that you're at least on the premise. You're learning before the time comes to you, and it will do the best option. It will open up a lot of options for you in the future. So you have to be not just active and enthusiastic, you have to be specialized in what you're trying to sell. And in here, your career is basically is a product. So you are the product of your own career. You're selling yourself. You have to build your own specialization. A lot of the people, they get inspired by the people they envision, they live with. Perhaps it could be a brother, it could be a colleague, it could be somebody else. So what you're trying to do, you're not trying to have your own passion converted into a career. You're trying to see somebody else being successful and you're trying to copy him. But what happens, you don't have the genuinity in your own pitch. You don't have the genuinity in your own study, in your own level of the interest that you're trying to show to the world. So this is what happens. So you have to have your own niche, you have to have your own passion converted into a career, and then you go in more specialization steps which will help you get the job of your dream field that you wanted. Perhaps it might take some time, so please don't get discouraged by having like 20 interviews turned down and probably you're not able to make it. Sometimes you have to change a city. Perhaps you are in a mechanical industrial city which is not suitable for the technologist. Perhaps you are in a place which is not suitable for your career. Sometimes it's good to change the place, to change the fate. And this is what happens. So I would say, please focus on your passion, convert it into a career, and then focus on social media, do a lot of connectivity with the people, work around, go out and see what happens. When they hear about UAE, they don't know there's a huge market in Abu Dhabi, there is a huge market in Ras Al Khaimah, there is a huge market in Riyadh, there's a huge market in Jeddah or Dammam, in different places. So government should be focusing on all of the metropolitan cities and distributing the industries in different places so people don't add up in one place and make it congested for everything, for traffic, for higher rental, for spaces, for everything. In today's time, everybody is exploring their multiple passions at the same time. Perhaps you have a great career, but nothing lasts long for the whole life. And plus, a lot of opportunities are around you. Governments are supporting a lot of startup companies, and startup incubators are available, and they're helping you push your ideas. So I've met a lot of people, they have great ideas, but they're just working 9 to 5. You can always think of something that will be helpful for the people around you, and you can convert this as a business. So entrepreneurship is a way of life, is part of life. This is how the industry is shaping itself. So I would say, please look out for mentor programs or people from the industry who will be inspirations for you, who will give you some space, willing to share your experiences and help you moving forward.